All right, we are live on YouTube.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Ready for the
How
show?
goes it?
On this Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday, oh yeah. Hashtag always on.
Always on. All right, ready?
And here we go. We're going live for the podcast in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode of Business Bros, ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
and we are ready to rock and roll, children of all ages. It's funny.
Children of all ages. Man, there were a lot of children running around this studio.
Oh, dude, today's been
Today.
gnarly, crazy, fun, very socially interactive. That's because we're recording this for Monday. So if you're listening, happy Monday. Let's get your day rocking and rolling, ready to get out there and do some business. But we actually recorded this on Sunday, Easter Sunday.
So for those of you who celebrate, happy Easter, happy Passover, happy 420, happy
Whatever it is your weekend was.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Sunday.
Sunday. That's what I said.
Yeah, see? So we got some exciting stuff coming around this week. We'll get to that in a second. But first, always make sure we do our reminder. 365 pairs of shoes by the end of the year. 365 pairs is what we're looking for. We've picked up a number of different shoes, monetary donations. Just a reminder, we're looking for gently used shoes. Closed-toed would be good. We want to make sure that it's something that they can use on a regular basis.
Yeah, keep in mind, these are shoes for the homeless. So we really want to make sure that it's something that they can wear comfortably and, walk around in, keep their feet warm in the wintertime and covered, safe, dry in the
so we appreciate
summertime.
All donations. We're just kind of trying to focus the attention there a little bit.
For sure.
Just a little bit. So 365 pairs of shoes, 619-884-0045, or james@csfirst.com, and he'll hop on his Harley right over there and pick them up.
Hold up. I feel like you're a little low energy right now. You got
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Gotta pick it up.
Hang on. Shake it up. Shake it up.
Shake it off. Well, right before we do the face, you know what it is? It's because we snuck away.
We snuck away from
the family for a second because
You're,
it's getting a little late. Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like I have to not keep my energy low, just keep like my voice down a little bit.
Nah, you know what? I'm sure the family's gonna understand.
Yeah.
We got to do what we got to do. My bike is sitting right out here, trapped right now by Grandma's car.
So it can't get out anyways.
I can't get out anyway until they all leave. But I got Katie waiting for me at home because it's
getting late,
7:00. So I got to get home pretty soon here and take her out for a walk. Luckily, we walked late this morning. It's Sunday. I didn't get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning like I normally do. But still got to get home soon. And I get it though. Just trying to keep it a little bit mellow. But it's important that we keep our energy up because the people that are listening on this motivated Monday. That's right. They can't be listening to us low energy.
No. You guys got to get your groove on.
That's right.
Speaking of good energy, let's get this Facebook shout outs.
We want to welcome huge shout outs.
We want to welcome some new people to the Business Bros family. If you haven't done so, by the way, if you've subscribed to me personally, Hernan Cias on Facebook, I appreciate that. But if you can, also shoot over to our Business Bros page at Business Bros Pod. Give us a thumbs up, follow us there, because that way you get all the episodes that come in and any other cool stuff that we're doing, all the stories on a regular basis, so you guys can get some little glimpses of motivation stuff on a regular basis.
And even a bigger favor, if you can jump onto iTunes, give us that subscribe button, leave us some ratings, leave us some reviews. That's how we're going to climb our way up that iTunes ladder, I guess, if you will. And we'll show up more easily on everybody's results, and we really appreciate y'all helping out with that.
It helps us get the message out there. All right. So from Facebook, Jeffrey James Brogger, he's our new Facebook family member. Woo-hoo. Nichelle Swanson. We got Miss Savannah Otero. Will Johnson and Freud Vixam.
Savannah Otero, by the way, I don't know if you know this, she also recently just joined the Dean Aguilar group.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so she's definitely part of a great organization over there. Big, huge shout out to Dean and everything that they do.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited to actually I'm going to surprise Dean one of these days. We're going to go over there. We're going to go talk. He's going to help me out and help me work on some presentation skills that I'm trying to put together. I'm not going to lie.
I'm pretty impressed with you, Dean. You were at this event. Do you remember where his event was?
New Orleans.
This event that he went to in New Orleans. I was reading about what he was saying about it, that he had done, some keynote speaking or some speaking at other events before, but those were, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour worth of speaking. This time he had to keep an entire group of hungry, ready to learn people, not entertained, but interested for 8 to 10 hours over the course of 2 days. And that takes a lot of doing, my friend. So
speaking of keeping your energy up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keeping your energy up, keeping people engaged and focused and off their freaking phones. And, so huge shout out to you, Dean. Like,
tearing it up, dude.
Much respect for you, man.
Super tearing it up, dude. All right, so we got some exciting stuff coming around the corner here for this week. Next time you guys see us on the show, we're going to have Mr. Ryan Lipsey and Haley Collier. We're going to make a second comeback tour because, let's just face it, dude. Like Dean, Ryan's a beast in this industry.
Beast.
He has so many connections with so many of you guys because he's doing exactly what we talk about all the time, which is being of service to others. Mm-hmm. He's doing that on a regular basis. And so, if we can get Ryan on the show regularly just to spread that little bit of knowledge, the stuff that's going on in the market, the pulse that he has on the market, I think it's a good idea.
So if you're a loyal listener and you are checking us out this morning, Monday morning, definitely tune in at 4 o'clock Pacific time because we will be going live.
We will at least really try to go live because we're going mobile on this one.
Oh, we're going mobile on this one? Okay, well, we will try to go live, but either way, we'll have this recorded. We'll figure... Dude, there has to be Wi-Fi in there somewhere.
We'll figure it out.
We got to figure something out to definitely... I mean, we really respect these two individuals, Ryan and Haley, and would love to have them live on the show. Everybody tuning in and shouting out questions and,
For sure.
Lots of good stuff there.
And on a fun note, by the way. On Saturday is the day that we're going to watch Endgame. So super excited for that.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
James has been prepping by watching all the Marvel movies over and over again. So he's ready to rock and roll.
Which is what I do anyway. But yes, I definitely did go watch Captain Marvel in theaters yesterday night. And I probably will go again this week before Endgame.
And on Saturday, there's also a beer fest in Mission Valley.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I have a couple extra tickets. And so if you can get a donation into us for the shoe drive that we're putting together, then we're gonna raffle off either one or maybe two of these Mission Valley tickets for the beer festival. And then you get to come hang out with me and the wife and go out there and have a good time. And, Now,
I'm pretty sure that tickets are still on sale. So if we only give away one at a time to two different winners, then I don't know.
You can get a couple. You can get your partner to come over too.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it now. Let's decide now. How are we going to do this? Are we going to do this as a pair of tickets?
No, I think I'm going to do this individually.
Individually?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can win a ticket and come hang out. And if you want to bring somebody with you, go ahead. You can go ahead and grab one. You can buy it online. And we'll post it in the show notes.
Call it a buy one, get one.
Yeah, we'll post it in the show notes because I don't have the website off the top of my head. But it's
just search Mission Valley Beer Fest.
Exactly. And it's a bunch of great... Look, I've done a couple of these. And the problem with a lot of them is they get really packed, really crowded. Mm-hmm. You don't get to go around a lot. And so this one, it's like they limit the number of people that come in. It's a smaller venue. They got great different breweries that come out here with a bunch of great food. So it's always a good time. This is my 4th year going to this particular one. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. So
I've been there twice myself. Hell of a lot of fun. I'm a huge lover of beer. I do love my beers.
You're a connoisseur.
And, I wouldn't say so much I'm a connoisseur, but I definitely love beer. And it's a hell of a lot of fun. Those tickets were going to be for me, but I'm teaching this weekend. So, 2 extra tickets.
So, yep. Let me know, guys. Let me know. So, get those shoe donations in. 365 pairs by the end of the year. Make your donation as soon as possible so I can get you in a raffle. Make it this week. The sooner the better. 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com. And he'll get them picked up and we'll get you into the raffle so you guys can get out there and, have some fun.
There we go.
All right.
There's our fun stuff. There's our shout outs.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit of everything what we're doing. So what are we talking about today?
Holy crap. We don't have a topic?
No, not really. But it's all good.
I'll tell you. So I went to Texas this week.
I was going to ask you about that.
Right. And Texas was a great time. I mean, we met some great people, but we had our corporate business meeting, our quarterly business meeting. And then we went to an eXp event. And so all this
here
stuff was great. I mean, as far as business is concerned, I mean, I was having this discussion with you. We basically do, for those of you who are in business, the way we operate our corporate books is we pay out profits from our company 2 quarters back. So we're always 2 quarters in the rear. So for example, we paid out our profits for what happened in third quarter of 2018 this year. So we're always backwards a few months. So that way, anything that comes in, we can pre-plan. Mm-hmm. So, a little heads up, that's just how we do it. So I figured I'd throw it out there, let you know how.
Why not?
And if it works for you, it works for you. It's rather than going month to month and being so close to what's going to be happening. Mm-hmm. You have some time here going forward, like the profits that you're earning today, or let's say you have a bad quarter and you're in the black, you're barely in the black or in the red. You have a nest egg there, a little security blanket, a cushion to help cover those expenses if something comes up.
This particular corporation allows you to do that. You kind of have that freedom, but the main corporation of ours, where we are really growing, or not corporation, it's an LLC, but the main entity of ours where we're really growing the insurance business, we have monthly meetings.
But we're all kind of local, and so it's easier for us to do monthly meetings. So
it makes more sense for us.
It makes more sense. So every partnership that you're working with in your business is going to have a different dynamic, right? Mm-hmm. And you got to kind of settle down and figure out how things are going to work. How much can I spend and get approved, and how much can I have to wait till we meet together to get approval for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of times that just kind of happens naturally. Like, I'm sure you guys didn't sit down 7 years ago. Wow.
No,
that's 7 years ago. I'm sure you didn't sit down 7 years ago and say, hey, this is how we're going to do this.
No.
It just kind of over time.
As the company got bigger, as we progressed, as dude, we have an $11 million book of business now as a corp. It's pretty freaking rad. Pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, that comes with other problems and, other headaches and other things. So we've evolved over time. It's not like we started there. So it's definitely something that's progressed. It's something that we do now just to make sure that we're protected. Mm-hmm. So, that's
got to do it.
A strategy. But so we met and everything went well. We decided what we were going to do, as far as, website design, all these different topics, staffing and outsourcing and all these different things.
All my systems, guys. I'm getting my systems put in place. I'm so excited.
So we got all that stuff squared away. As excited as it's going to be.
No, seriously. Okay, I'm a huge nerd on systems, automation. Really one of the big things, and we've talked about this, I don't know how many times, is the quadrants, right? You have your ENS on one side, your BNI on the other. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about,
Kiyosaki.
Again, Robert Kiyosaki, the cash flow quadrant. Go out, buy that book, read it. It's possibly life-changing. It definitely was for me. Anyway, so on the S side is you're self-employed. If you are not working in your business, you are not getting paid. On the other side of the quadrant is the business owner, which is someone who has built a business that operates without their presence. And that is really like my goal for our insurance company, is to turn it into such a perfect, well-oiled machine with this process and these systems and all kinds of automation. By the way, I was listening to the Insurance Guys podcast, and they had this whole thing on automation as well that we should definitely listen to. But anyway, so I'm super stoked because all of these systems that I continue to put into place, they are all in their infancy stages, and I really needed this corporate approval to move forward and really blow the lid off of this thing. So,
dude, and then you're gonna
looking forward to it.
And so, okay, so that was one day. The next day we went to the eXp event.
Oh, right? This is the one I really want to hear about.
And this one's really cool because
we didn't talk about this very much.
No. So many of you guys know I'm an eXp agent, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, you see that eXp's there. I haven't really talked about it very much. I haven't really, said very much to you guys, and mainly because I didn't quite, I kind of understood where it was at, and I could see the opportunity where it's at, but I didn't have a full throttle understanding of everything, or in essence, I didn't have the full confidence to really talk about it before. But now, especially after this training, I do. It's such a great opportunity, such a different point of view. we're always big on end game stuff, right? Aside from end game this weekend, right? And when we're talking about business, we're always talking about what's the exit strategy? How do we get out of this investment? How do we get out of this business? What do we want in the end? Because then we reverse engineer it, right? That's how we build a good capital, good investment, a good capital for investment, then a good investment, then a good, it's the whole structure of things. So when you're thinking about that, that's what eXp is all about. I think it would be a disservice at this point now for me not to be talking to agents. There's some big agents. Dean, for example, I'm going to go talk to Dean, right? And he's one of those people who I'm going to sit down and be like, dude, I need your help because I know there's going to be objections, and he's great at like scripting. He's great at doing all these things. I'm like, I'm going to need you to help me find out whatever these objections are. And then I'll tell you what the answer is. And maybe you can help me go through a whole process on how to sell and walk through this thing. I just respect him a lot. So I'm going to hit him up on that. So Dean, if you're hearing this, there you go. Now, I'm going to be coming to you on that.
And now you know why.
Well, I think of it like this, if you have a brokerage, right? If you have a brokerage, you're usually bringing on agents, or if you have a team, you're bringing on agents and you have a split, right? And the split's usually something like an 80-20 or 90-10, whatever, and that's great. Sure. But the problem is if the agents leave, you lose, right? You lose that revenue stream anyways. If the brokerage changes its model, the one that you're at, you have to change and you kind of lose. And you're not really building anything that's sellable. So earlier you were talking about building our insurance company to the point where the systems are a well-oiled machine and it operates and profits whether or not we're there. That is a sellable business. Right. That is a business that you can turn around and say, here's the net profit. We want a 2 to 2, maybe 3 time multiplier for the value of this company. We're going to sell it. This is something that somebody will buy. It's not tied into any individual book of business that has any sort of loss when you sell it, that people aren't going to want to work with you. Whereas a real estate agent, you can't really sell a real estate agency. You can't really sell a brokerage. So what are you building? If you're thinking you're going to retire someday on real estate, it means that you're going to retire because you've profited enough money in your business, you've made enough sales, and you've paid the taxes, and you put enough money away so that you're buying, let's say, rentals, for example, and now you have enough rentals to cover your monthly expenses, and then you can retire.
Right.
eXp blows this out of the water. So there's this cool little, you have to kind of sit down with a board and everything. But for example, if you wanted to make $3,000 a month, like if that was your goal for retirement, because, some people, it's not that much money you need, whatever. That's $36,000 a year. And if you were to take out money on a 4% basis, because that's usually what financial advisors advise, once you have a nest egg, you pull out a 4% per year for it to last your lifetime, right? That means you have to put away $900,000 in an account. Pulled out 4% per year for you to get the $36,000 a year or the $3,000 a month that you need. That's a lot of money that you got to put away after commissions. But you can do that by recruiting people in eXp.
And you can build like a business or a pool of people that's going to create that income of $3,000 per year. For
Absolutely. You. And so a lot of people look at this and they think, well, that's an MLM. That's Primerica.
So exactly what I was going to say.
That's, that's Kyani. That's, whatever the MLM company is. And since those things have a negative connotation, you got to think about it like, well, yeah, it is an MLM. So is every other business, by the way. Just to let you know, there's always a CEO and then the CMOs or CFOs there's always a pyramid. So the pyramid doesn't disappear. But the difference is you are a sole proprietor in this case. You are an individual producing and selling real estate, which you can continue to do. The only difference is when you're recruiting agents, because most of you guys are, if you're a broker, you're recruiting agents anyways. You train them, you help them out, you get them going, they turn around and sell, you're still making a profit on them. Not just that, you're making a profit on anybody else that they recruit afterwards. Because you can teach them to replicate your process, and then you're able to expand. This is one of those things that self-employed people do not do. Real estate agents, brokers, the same way. They feel like they're building a business, but it's not a scalable business. And that's the biggest downfall. eXp allows you to be scalable. Now,
what makes it scalable versus not scalable? In other words, what are independent agents not doing that eXp does that makes it scalable?
Okay, so let's use Keller Williams, for example. You go to Keller Williams and let's say you sign up as you're going to be a broker with Keller Williams. They give you a territory, right? And your job now becomes to recruit agents.
Okay.
So you're recruiting agents, and you're going to give them a contract. Now, the agent has the option to stay with you, or they have the option to leave to another brokerage.
Okay.
Same thing, right? But let's say they decide to go, or even different, they go to independent themselves. So if they go independent on themselves, you lose that revenue stream. Here's the other downside. You don't get profit sharing like you do with eXp. Here's an example. Our agency, our insurance agency, when we bring on an agent, all we do is split the commission with them. But what if we said, hey, once you're kicking ass and taking names, we're going to pay you back the commissions that we withheld from you as stock.
Oh.
So now you have an ownership interest in the company. Whereas when I was with Keller Williams as an agent, right? Yeah, I'm helping my broker make money to cover the overhead of the company. But that's it. If I leave, if I retire, that last home I sold is my last check. Whereas with eXp, as I'm selling, I can be purchasing stock in the company and acquiring something like a 401k that most people don't have. And to me, that's the biggest thing about eXp that's different than anybody else, is it has an exit strategy built in. No other brokerage, which is a stock option, which is the revenue share, right? And all the other extra perks that go with it. I'm talking things like customer management system. I'm talking about like training CRM. On a daily basis. Yeah, CRM training on a daily basis.
They provide training for
all day long. It's cloud based, right? But it's you go into an auditorium and you have a speaker and it's presenting. And what do you want to learn? Depends. I mean, there's tons of stuff that you can learn and sit in training all day long. And so those are some of the two major options for me. The other thing is, well, you know what? I like to meet my client in a brick and mortar place. Cool. They're also aligned with Regus. So,
I remember Regus. So we had a Regus office.
Yeah, they're nice offices. They're like WeWork offices.
Yeah.
Right. And so you can go in, download the app. You get time for meeting clients in certain places. Right. If you want to use long term, you can always rent the office just like you would from any other brokers. You would rent the desk space anyways. So you could do that. But we're partnered with Regus, so you want to have somewhere to meet the client, you can. So like all these bases are covered, and I don't understand. To me, anytime you're in business, whether you go to work as an employee, whether you build your own business, doesn't matter which one you do, you're only doing it to earn money, to survive today, and to put money away for tomorrow.
Right.
So you have a choice at this point. You can continue to be a real estate agent the way you're doing it, right? And you can make a lot of money, which is great. But make sure you put some money away and start working for your retirement. That's the part where most people fall off.
Well, we talk a lot about, or we're going to start talking a lot more about that financial freedom, that setting yourself up for, retirement, basically, or buying yourself enough time, if you want to call it that.
That's the key. It's buying yourself enough time.
That's what eXp helps you do, kind of automatically.
Almost automatically. So think of it like this. You have people like the Gabe Mendez's of the world, the greatest salesmen in the world. They're actively recruiting clients, right? But not only are they actively recruiting clients, there's agents who want to learn from them.
Yeah.
Right? There's agents who want to learn what they're doing, how they're building those skills.
Yeah.
And a lot of these...
Because they're amazing.
And a lot of these agents share some of their stuff, but some of the stuff they keep close to the chest because they want to continue to sell property, right? Well, imagine, that's cool, except you're only going to sell what you're going to sell.
And what if you don't have to keep those things so close to the chest? Because if you give those secrets away to the people that you're training...
That are part of your downline.
Exactly.
Then you're going to continue to make money when they make money.
And so you actually want them to learn all of your trade secrets.
Exactly. Because think about it. Again, you want to make $3,000 a month, you got to save $900,000. So think about how many commissions, how many houses you have to sell to get to $900,000. That's a grip. And the nice thing about eXp is if you build it like a business, if you work it like a business, you continue to make your commissions, right? And people argue about the 80-20 split, but that's cool because you get your 20% back as you become an icon agent. In other words, you continue to sell, you're productive, you're going to get that back, but as stock. So you have a forced retirement account. And then after that, you're at 100%. So yeah, it costs you a little more per year, $16,000 versus some of these other smaller agencies. Some of these other independent agencies maybe have like a $6,000, $5,000, $3,000 cap that you pay every year, right? So it's a little bit more upfront, but you're saving, you're building a nest egg for the future.
The 16,000, that's the cap. In other words, as you make that 80-20 split, the 20% caps out at 16,000.
That's it. That's the most that you're going to pay.
But then if you sell how many?
Once you reach icon status,
which is?
I think it's like 5 million in sales. So in other words, in San Diego, it's going to be like 10 houses.
Okay.
So and you have producers that are doing 12, 15, whatever. So on average, right? This is an average type thing. So once you hit icon status, they give you back the 16 grand in the form of stock. So in other words, you own a part of this company, which is not something you would do in a normal brokerage. Plus, you're building a downline, which is revenue share, right? And you're still selling homes after you reach the cap. You're at 100%.
I don't know if you know this answer or not, but let's say you get that back in the form of stock. Do you have to hold on to the stock for a certain amount of time?
No, it's a stock option.
I don't.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say no for sure because I don't know 100%.
I was gonna. But don't get yourself in trouble with that.
No, but your objective here is an end game. So do you want to cash it out? I don't. Maybe, but
maybe you'd rather invest in Apple or Amazon or whatever.
Yeah, maybe you can. I don't exactly know. So that would be a different question for somebody above me.
That's why I was asking if you knew.
Yeah, but listen, if you're interested so far, I mean, if this is something that like it kind of makes sense, you're looking at it and you're thinking big picture here, you're thinking long game. Just text 123 EXP to 31996, and you'll get like this little 7-minute video from me that'll explain a little bit more in detail. If you're really interested, you can call me 619-884-4915 or send me an email, hernan@csfirst.com. I'd love to talk to you a little bit more. And if you're one of those big producers, I mean, I can get you in contact with some big name people that, used to be some of those KW people, that are now with eXp, some big, I'm talking $100 million a year producers, right? So if you're questioning whether it's a good move and you're doing like 10 to 12 properties a year, and you want to talk to somebody who's done it big time, I'm talking, hundreds of properties per year and why they can see the model working for them, I can put you in contact with them. So again, send me a text, 123EXP at 31996. Text it to 31996 and you'll get that video and you'll get some of those questions answered. Because dude, I'm just telling you guys, this is the next best thing. I talked about this the other day when James and I had when James and I had the computer company and I was advertising on Penny Saver. I was advertising on Yellow Pages. I was doing door-to-door door hangers. I mean, we were doing these things, and our company was growing great. But when our employee sat there and told me, you should advertise on Google AdWords, and I looked at him like, dude, you know what you're talking about. Like, I'm not going to put it on Google AdWords because their computer's going to break. That's why they bring it to us. That was a mistake I made. That I didn't see the opportunity in front of me. If you're looking at eXp and here's the funny thing, because when I talk to people, I'm like, hey, have you heard of eXp? Yeah, I've had a couple different people ask me about it. I just think it's funny because if you have a number of people telling you about it, I don't hear anybody telling me about, hey, would you want to come join Coldwell Banker? Or, hey, would you want to come and join Remax? Like, nobody's soliciting me that way. But if people are soliciting you about eXp, you have to take a listen and listen with an open mind. Talk to somebody who knows more about it, not just trying to sell you a revenue a revenue stream, because that's not the only reason why you should be checking eXp. This is the next big thing. You're either going to be a part of it or you're going to see it go right in front of your eyes, and then you're going to wish you had earlier on. Because look, worst case scenario, let's say I'm wrong because I'm human, right? But, companies going so fast, there are big people and huge whale fish coming on board that are doing this. If we're wrong, right? If this is a wrong approach, you go back to doing business the way you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
But if we're right, if this is truly the next best thing, like we've been seeing, I just want to know what the flaw is. I want to know what the downside is. If you can find a downside enough and let me know what that downside is and get me to go back to a traditional brokerage model, I'd want to hear it.
There you go. So reach out to us. Give us your objections. Let us know what you've heard about eXp. Let us know
good or bad.
Good or bad. Let us know your thoughts. I will tell you, I think some objections really are going to be things like the MLM stigma, if you will. I think of companies like Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Remax, Compass, Pacific Sotheby's. Those names carry some weight.
They do carry some weight. And I'll tell you what.
Those names carry weight. And I think that might be another objection that you might hear is,
you're worried about brand, right?
Brand.
Now, here's the thing. Of those companies that you named, the only other one that's changing and making big waves is Compass. Mm-hmm. And one of the big reasons why Compass is making big waves is, one, they're targeting and attracting high-producing agents, right? So they're trying to take that huge share from the big brand names, right? But second is they're structuring a stock option. So there's a little bit more to say about what's going on with Compass, and I think Compass is a decent option too. I'm just saying, when you add in the revenue share model, I just think it makes more sense with eXp. Now, I don't think any of those other companies are bad companies whatsoever, because they all offer different things and to different people, and I think if you're happy where you're happy at, be happy. My biggest concern is, are you planning for your end game? Are you planning for when you get out of real estate? And if you're doing that and you're doing it with the company that you're with and you're happy, good on you, mate. That's all I care about.
Here's another objection I got for you. I don't plan to get out of real estate.
I don't plan to get out of real estate.
I plan to do this until forever. I mean,
you know what? If that makes you happy, that makes you happy. But what if you got hit by a car? What if you couldn't physically work anymore? What if we get older, our bodies get weaker, we get tired, like things change. Just because, I can say I plan on teaching, I don't plan on retiring from teaching. But what if things change?
Right.
You always have to have a what if plan.
This is a good backup plan. This is actually something that could set up your family.
And if you don't want to quit selling real estate, then don't quit selling real estate. I'm just saying, use the brokerage model so that you can activate certain things.
It actually makes more money for you that way.
Exactly.
So keep doing what you're doing, but just make more money.
Just make more money.
Just make more money doing it.
Why? Look, everybody always wants to be a business owner. So everybody always wants to be a franchise owner, or own a region, or own a specific area because they think there's more money in that side. I want to be a broker because there's more money on my splits. Why do you have to take all that stuff and build everything and take on all the overhead risk, all that stuff yourself, when you can just focus on what you do best, which is being of service to others, which is closing real estate transactions, which is being of service to your clients, but at the same time, you're building yourself a nest egg in an industry that never had the opportunity for you to build a nest egg. And you become an owner because you're getting shares. It's like it fits every single shoe, essentially. And that's what's blowing my mind about this thing is, like, every time I hear an objection, I'm like, but wait, here's this is how that fits. So I'm looking for objections. Again, you guys have objections, let me know. Text 123EXP to 31996. Let me find out what's going on with I want you guys to see what's going on with the eXp. It's a little 7-minute video that you're going to get, and I'd love to talk to you about it. I want to hear why you would tell me no, because I'm interested to know in those examples. And if I can't, I'm not forcing anybody right now. I'm not even really trying to sell it. All I'm trying to do is figure out what's wrong with it.
In fact, we're going to go for no. Tell us all the no. Tell us no, and tell us why.
Tell us why no. Because the more I know, and KNWO, the more I know, the better I'll be prepared.
There you go.
Right? And
we look forward to hearing from everybody.
Absolutely. By the way, 365 pairs of shoes by the end of the year. Really hoping to get that. And
we will.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to get that sooner rather than later. So hit up James at csfirst.com.
We want to be able to have time to prepare for the later season when those shoes are really going to be needed. We will be talking to other nonprofits, making sure that we're able to distribute these correctly. So
faux shizzle. James at csfirst.com, 619-884-4915. If you're looking to add insurance into your business, or if you're a tax office and you want to get more revenue to cover those 8 months out of the year that you're not working, hit us up, 619-884-4915 or James at csfirst.com. You want to be a guest on the show?
We'll talk more about that opportunity later.
Oh, yeah. Big things coming. If you want to be a guest on the show, hit me up, Hernan at csfirst.com, 619-884-4915 is my cell number. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to see you on social, which you can find us at Business Bros Pod. And that's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
Bye-bye.
And I'm out.